Hi everybody, Flash Horizon here, back again in the Fermi Paradox, the Rama development groups. Let's have a look at this, let's have a good look at it. So basically this circle is the communication, so how far away. So these aren't too far away from talking to what's left of the Prun homeworld. And these guys are well past that. So let's see the Rama development event. Rama groups, injustice in Tau Ceti. That's not a very pleasant picture. Dr. Fuchs has become so realistic that the population of Tau Ceti 3 is constantly being manipulated by manufactured events used to discredit individuals and sow disinformation. Labelled to distinguish reality from fiction, Rama are beginning to lose faith in their leaders and social systems. But no one was interested in the facts. They preferred the invention because this invention expressed and corroborated their hates and fears so perfectly. Notes of a Native Son by James Baldwin. Fascinating. Okay. So we can't prevent it. It's very common for Rama to fall for fake footage, but trusted media institutions occasionally debunk some of these disinformation campaigns. Or these fakes are used to crush political enemies and cause leaders to go to war. The reality is always in question in Tau Ceti 3. I wish I could prevent it. We just start with enough synthesis option. We'll just go regular development then. Where are we? Let's get some more points up. Could we defend ourselves against an alien invasion? A once powerful group falls in Tau Ceti 3. Let's just go up and see what's going on in the rest of the world. The Remnants create a phenomenal simulation of their civilization's history. Resource crisis in the Rama group. Ramas. Scarcity crisis in Tau Ceti. Have I taken me off the ball on this a little bit? Fossil fuel reservoirs are becoming scarce in Tau Ceti System, and the effects of intercontinental tourism have brought the Rama civilization to a breaking point. Will the groups find ways to prevent the complete exhaustion of their environment, or they turn against each other? It is uncanny how, yeah, we've had this one before. How bad are they? Ooh, bad. Climate crisis, right, crisis. Scarcity causes discord and competition amongst the Rama. Knowledge diminishes while the groups Tau Ceti fight over dwindling resources. You see, that's by not having enough synthesis. I've got to go with that one. I'm not going to walk because that's going to... I'm not having that. It's far too many casualties. Well, I could do. Rama pick their aggressively over the access to the remaining fossil fuel reservoirs. Jet fighter divisions destroy entire metropolitan areas in the so-called plant oil wars. 105 million casualties. Do we want to do that? That's a tough one. There's like 5 billion aren't there? It's like a major world war. Okay, let's yeah, because we could do with the synthesis. Once powerful sets, yep, collapses. Rama establish a new group. Excellent. Once powerful again. A lot of these messages do start to repeat each other quite a lot. This is one of those things. Right. I want more civilizations. Displacement of ocean currents affects weather systems on Wormwood Prime. A freak mutation creates unusual life form in the land of the land region of Wormwood Prime. Settler Dominion's resource crisis. Scarcity in Rigel. Oh dear, I took my elbow on this one as well. Astrofields are becoming scarce in the Rigel system. The effects of colonial consumption brought the settler civilization to breaking point. While they are dealing with the resource scarcity, will the Dominions find ways to prevent the complete exhaustion of their environment, or will they turn against each other? Let's have a look. What have I got enough points to vote to saving this time? Precaution. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Settler Dominions prepare for a future without an asteroid, or will their supervisors preserve the environment, or Rigel deny their people access to natural resources? Chance of ethical values. Crisis. Chance of hostility is 8%. Let's go. I'm going to go with that one. I don't want to spend the points. mitigation in Rigel. The infrastructure of the settled society is falling apart because the asteroid fields are becoming scarce. Many technological advancements are not sustainable anymore. Research space stations are left behind, and the people of Rigel are trading knowledge for their survival. If the Navigator Guild can't fuel their lamps, can't build new exploration frigates, and can't feed guild masters with exotic prey, the entire system will collapse, and will slowly lose all the wisdom that was ripped out of the Vega by our ancestors. Ooh. Okay. Regular mitigation. Resource stations are banned to do into survivalists. The settlers, however, try their best to preserve as much as knowledge as possible. Fusion engineers are now busy keeping settler society from falling apart with little asteroid ore they have left. The next generation will become more capable of living with scarcity. Be a lot of the. No, we're going to go with that. Regular mitigation. But that gives us more but less. We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. We'll go with a -10. We've lost too many civilizations as it at the moment. Yeah, but astonishing. Memes are circulating in the Gliese System to inspire settlers to preserve environment and resources. Prun off-world factions development event. Which one are they? Paradigm shift in Alpha Andromedae. A group of Prun scientists have made a breakthrough in the field of genetic research. They have the ability to construct full genetic code of previously extinct creatures, potentially going back millions of years in the planet's history. While these animals could be resurrected, there is little consensus on what should be done with them. Like, not bring them back. You've not seen Jurassic Park? Yeah. I've got loads. I've got the cultural ascent. The animals are kept in a secure reserve away from the public, while footage and small tours are allowed. The animals are mostly kept for study and research. Cultural expansion. Private companies capitalise animals, and Prun begin to get a taste for the meat of these ancient creatures. Oh, not sure I like that. We'll go with that. Cultural ascent. They're hit utopia, so let's go with a population based. Colonial. The colonial colony of Prun becomes a trading hub for the entire Alpha Andromedae system. Yep, does home still exist? Kind of. They wiped themselves out with robots though. Yep. Varma, new technical age. The Varma reaches cyber age. With rapid advances in artificial intelligence and technologically augmented Varma, the civilization undergoes a drastic change and reaches a new milestones in science, engineering and the arts. Okay. Let's do something there a second. Nope, I didn't want to do that. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, wisdom. Crossing the realm of Varma now have the ability to vastly improve their societies and facilitate communication with faraway beings. Let's go with wisdom. Oh yeah, hang on a second, just noticed that as well. That's not great, is it? Build vast metaplexes, urbanise the entire surface of Ceti 3. Cyber Age gives Rama access to resources on nearby planets and moons. Hopefully that's going to boost. Nope. Doesn't do anything. This is not going to end well. After speaker we want. That's just going to boost. Rama mourn the death of a beloved speaker. We don't want to give. We need more resources. I'm establishing a new multitude. The Scholar Fragments. Injustice in Gliese. This looks familiar. Instead of coming up with strong policies on their own, the fragment regulators of Gliese use complex algorithmic methods to pitch millions of ideas to their constituents and prune them until the most popular proposals remain. A common mistake that people make when trying to design something completely foolproof is to underestimate the ingenuity of complete fools. Fantastic. Very true. Very, very true. Right, where are we? Let's have a wee look over here. Right, so they've got so much. If we go prevention, Yeah, we'll go with that one. Easy, easy, easy. Influence Remnant orbital becomes a trade hub for the Gliese System. Can we prevent the creation of the hostile hyper-intelligence? Yeah, by not creating it in the first place. An idea. Are we living in a computer simulation? Let's go with the question mark. Hyper-intelligence surface of the remnant scholar fragments find code of a nihilistic hyper-intelligence that deletes itself before nearly destroying all the remnants. Okay. Alien technology will one day be sufficient to make contact with the Gliese System. Do you want to, though? Because there's not many of you left. A cosmetic remnant threat regular rises to power. The major remnant orbital is developed in the Gliese System. The Prun Meteor swarm. How are they getting on? Black hole. Rogue black hole. The Prun Meteor swarm rapidly approaches a black hole that has gone undetected by the digital computers. Yep, we've had this one before. And it costs us dearly. If I remember rightly. Oh no. Oh, again. Oh dear. We lose. Oh jeez. That's complete extinction. Close call. We can't do that. We're gonna have to do that. Jeez. Minimal survivors again. This Prun Meteor swarm's had a right kick in. At least we've got plenty of resources. I wouldn't bother going if I were you. See, it's been redesigned by the crew, what's left of it. Several Prun are removed from their posts. It's gone into a black hole. Look, there's only got one little rock left now as well. I wouldn't bother because it's inhabited. Interior Prun is again completely. You do get a lot of repeating messages. Prun Spaceship digital systems compile fascinating new data. This journey may be the noblest Prun endeavour of all time. What's left of you? Again, I knew this was coming. I honestly don't know what we're going to do about this. Deep ore deposits are becoming scarce in our Ceti System. The effects of plant ore wars brought the Rama civilization to a breaking point. Where they are dealing with resource scarcity, will the multitudes find ways to prevent complete extinction of the environment all the way turn against each other? I can stick the impression on the answer to this one. Crisis. Scarcity causes discord and competition with Rama knowledge of the machines while the multitudes. There's nothing we can do. I can't prevent it because I ain't got enough points. War is another 240 million casualties, which actually, yeah, go on, it's only 240 million. Go on, I bet war. So we need that. Let's boost that up. Environment protection measures enacted by Rama restore land region to Ceti. Again, we're going to keep coming back to this because we haven't got enough. We haven't got enough resources. Consumption in Rigel. Low tax rates and loose regulations on an asteroid near Argo 7 spawn off-planet tax haven. As word spreads about this profitable opportunity, wealthy individuals and businesses rushing to set up their investments in the asteroid, and the asteroid belt is filled with settler digital ships. A secretive financial system is developed alongside increased fuel consumption and pollution. All is fair in love, war and tax evasion. Look, that's now one tiny little rock. Prevention, regular development means that blacklist. Let's go with 0. I want to save my points. I've been caught out too many times, not having enough points. Convince settlers to demilitarize. Marvellous. Conflict between two major settled dominions is settled peacefully. Splendid. Let's just jump out of here. Let's have a look over here because there's nothing. Fluctuation, the chemistry of excesses oceans lead to changes in water colour. They've nearly made contact with home then. I wonder if that's what that'll trigger. New plant species grows abundant on the surface of Frogstar 1. Dynamic wind patterns create marvellous structures on the surface of Frogstar 1. I don't think we're getting any more new species. I think we're just stuck with the Rama and the Prun. Remnant scholar fragments. Gliese is receiving signals from their own kind. One of Gliese's most powerful fragment regulators is informed that an interstellar signal has been picked up on a secret frequency. After listening to the Colonial status messages, they make a startling discovery. It was broadcast by other Prun living in the Alpha Andromedae system. We have met the enemy and he is us. Enthusiasm. The Colonial status message evokes a sense of awe and unity among the remnants. Hyper-intelligence observers are researching methods to make contact with our long-lost cousins. Yeah, because the thing is, it doesn't give you any kind of... Hang on, let me have a cup of tea. The game doesn't give you any sense of how much time has passed between the Prun leaving on the Meteor or whatever. It doesn't give any sense of time as to how long they've been gone for. The remnants form a dynasty of wise regulators. Remnant AI commandos lay down their sentient guns and abandon the art of war. Splendid. Remnants form an dynasty of wise fragment regulators. Off-world factions, no development event for them. Growth in Alpha Andromedae. I can't pronounce that. The Prun can now modify the genetic makeup at birth, making them immune to natural diseases and infections. This has potential to drastically increase the lifespan of all new inhabitants of the system. What's our resources like? $1 million question. Civilization pillar. We've got to be not sure all newborns within our generation. All natural disease. Yeah, its treatment is costly and complex, so very few Prun. Dead end. Alternative tampering with genes, Prun develop bizarre side effects and genetic immunity project is abandoned. I don't want to spend the points. I tell you, I'm actually going to go no. I'm going to keep that, I think. I'm going to take the points. I'm just conscious that the Rama's going to go sideways soon, and I need to save up this lot to try and save it. You're about to find out, then, look. Let's have a look at it. A grown colonial colony, expansive out for that. Prun authors several volumes on the colonisation of Alpharats. Remarkable colonial space station from the Prun colonies, it says new insights into the system. Someday will receive a signal from our companions in Gliese. Yeah, it'd be nice if they gave you an idea of how long they've been away for. Just gotta give you an idea. Seismic activity features a new mountain range in Virgo. I'm getting to the point I don't think we're going to get any new sentient life forms. I was hoping we'd get more sentient life forms from the Dine on the Sol and on Vex, but I'm not sure we will. I'm not on if it's just a one-hit wonder. In Alpha Centauri asteroid is trapped in a gas giant's gravity while becoming a permanent moon. Prun Spaceship. I've lost track of which Pruns are which at the moment. During the centuries-long journey of the Prun Spaceship, the onboard computer is able to collect vast amounts of data about the galaxy. After careful analysis, astrophysicists make an astounding observation. Yes, get the idea they've been on for a while. So, where are we? Main objective is cosmic observation. The observations challenge the entire scientific model of the Prun. So everybody on the Prun Spaceship begins working on to research on new insights, regular development. The observed data allows Prun to deepen understanding of the universe. Or dead. I'm going to go regular development. I want to save the synthesis because we're going to need it for the Rama because they're going to run out of resources soon. Let's go with the extra ethical value so we get Utopia. All history of the journey. Look if I look at it. The Prun Spaceship could develop a new dialect of their own native language. Happens a lot, that does. Several Prun spaceships were removed from their posts. 1.1 million Prun. Not an awful lot, and where they're heading, they ain't going to go well for them. I don't think. Because where are they? They've got a long way to go before they get there. The Rama multitudes. Two major species on Earth begin to interbreed. Yeah, when are you going to give me something new though? Natural global warming drastically increases climate on Earth. A parasitic species develops symbiosis with a major life form on Virgo. Settler dominions. Settlers reach light speed edge. This is what gets me. We've had a couple of times. If we've developed the light speed, why aren't we going actually into space on a lot in that kind of speed? Racing to light speed age, interstellar journeys are shortened from centuries to mere decades. Settler civilization sets new record speeds in new speed records in areas such as quantum state computing, light jet manufacturing for minor resources on faraway planets. So in theory, now we should be able to go out and contact our people out in nowhere. So that is begin to understand their role in the galactic dance of existence. This settler achieved this full mastery of space travel and colonial development across this major hurdle. Civilization also makes leap forward in genetic modification and can perhaps even create new life forms. See, this for me, if I go this way, surely I should then be able to travel back home. Would be my thought process. If we're in light speed, why can't we just build a big spaceship and fly back home? Okay, yep, fine. They can now build extraplanetary cities throughout the Gliese system, colonising even gas giants and stellar corona. Ability to harvest resources from gas giants, new technological age. The Raman each reached the solar age. Overcoming previous limits of proportional engineering, the Raman are able to build ships capable of exploring and colonising their own star system. Advanced AI are built to escort them on their journey while mastering the genetic engineering of the Raman and their crops to adapt to new colonies. What's going to happen when the Prun turn up? Yeah, they're kind of up to space labs allow Ram to expand further into the cosmos. Yeah, we need to go somewhere else. Ram can now establish permanent solar colonies on other planets in the Ceti System. Development event. Depopulation in Gliese. Recent advances in mind fragmentation technology in the Gliese system have led to a dramatic and unexpected breakthroughs in personality fusion. Efficiency experts are calling for a new era of empowerment, but whether or not remnants really want to merge their personality with others is another question. Fuses are the strangest constructs. I'd rather be deleted than get my mind state mixed up with a dozen others and share only one body. Yeah, I completely agree with you. Copy of 117E of Cora-chan, Dorforth Simdweller, Simulation Tick 400.435, Deep Space Data Cloud P4. Okay then. Where are we? Okay, so this is... So the point is, public fear of technology is magnified with serious questions raised about the psychological health of early adopters. The merge remain few and feared. Yeah, I don't like the idea of that. We're going to prevent it. It's just weird. Alien technology will one day be sufficient to make contact with Gliese. Already have done. In Gliese is a major scholar flag day force of influence. Yeah, we know. Remnant is a new creation pattern that allows them to design wondrous artifacts. Are we living in a computer simulation? Yep. No, you're not, unfortunately. So that's the Prun off world, because surely this should be able to contact each other by now. I don't quite understand that. So my phone just started to ring. Let's go down into Vex. Fluctuations in the chemistry of Vex's oceans lead to changes in water colour. I'd like other civilizations to appear on Vex and Sol to see if the game A will let it happen, and B, those civilizations then find other, like for example, if the Sol spawned another civilization, would that then recognise a dinosaur civilization went before them? If you know what I mean. This would be an interesting game mechanic. Fluctuations in colour spectrum, yeah, we've seen that before. I hope they vary the number of different type of messages that come through, because you start to see quite a lot of the same messages coming through. Prun off-world, Andromedae is building spaceships. Spectating on massive profits and power in a distant future, the factions of Alpha Andromeda System start outfitting interstellar expeditions with the mission of establishing a permanent colony in the Ceti System. This is not going to end well. It's absolutely not. Surely they want to go back to Gliese. Surely they want to go back home. Epic project. The prognosis of success of populating Ceti is so promising that every Prun faction builds their own expedition ships. Private investors fund many of the colony ships, but due to the major setbacks, only one vessel is space ready and highly anticipated expedition day. I'm going to save my points, we're not going to do that, I'm just going to send one out. There he goes. Surely you'd want to go home myself, but anyway. Begins its journey from Gliese to... Hey, that's not right. To Tau Ceti. Surely it's coming from... That's not Gliese, is it? That's... I don't think I can understand that. Hang on, let me come out of this. It's assembled and all his of the journey. Because that's Gliese down here. That's Alpha Andromeda. That was wrong. They're a bit busy for now, isn't it? 'Cause at some point, I wonder if they will catch up with them at some point. Interesting. I wonder if they will do. Because that lot didn't want to go near that lot because they didn't think they were ready for them. Interesting. Cosmic dust obscures the light reaching Virgo. Marvellous. Well, it's not marvellous if you're on Virgo, but... One of Ross's planets accumulates a new atmospheric layer. Development event. Prun power. The robotic necklaces of Prun Colonial expedition create a sophisticated prototype of an autonomous invasion android, an effective killer machine that can be injected into hostile societies or board enemy ships. The scholar captains of Prun Colonial expedition is debating whether the colonist crew can spare resources to produce more invasion bots. Integrating enormous units into galactic network that were created by biointelligence with the sole purpose of infiltration and destruction is still a complex task. Some of their core devices are too destructive for the all-embracing pattern, but their sense of self should not be disintegrated during the process. 100 Mer Galactic Network Vortex Universal Pulse 23M-13K Hyperdimensional Subspace. Okay then. What do I think about this? I don't know. Regular development, solar captain spare some ways to create a decent amount of invasion bots. The invasion bots are so efficient it scares the colonist crew. Not sure if they are able to stop the multiple machines from wiping out a entire civilization. Yeah, I agree with that one. After what happened back on home, we ain't going to kick off with that one. An important Prun Colonial expedition fusion engineer dies. Yep, system becomes better, we know. Decorated Prun Colonial expedition captain retires from active service. New Colonial expedition college captain is appointed. So basically, I just wonder whether they will catch up with them and you'll have an event. It would be good if you did have it, because I don't know why they've not gone over there to try and find their own, return home. But then you don't get really, the game doesn't give you a sense of how long has passed in time. Again, yep, we know. Generation of dead organisms turn into fossil fuel deep in the cluster of Vexus. A wormwood moon escapes the gas giant's orbit and becomes a dwarf planet. Cosmic dust obscures the light on reaching Proxima Centauri B. Prun Spaceship. Prun Enlightenment. Okay. Dreaming of a better future, the long journey to Tau Ceti gives social engineers among the crew plenty of time to plan an ideal world and challenging the mistakes underlying the philosophy of Prun civilization. But there's people there already. They got to catch with them at some point. Main objective: the crew hopefully develops multitude of theories on how to build a better society once they arrive on Tau Ceti. Use a travel core, but old biases Prun hard to overcome. We've got that. We've got the points to spare. Reach your destination safely. I'm not sure you will, but yeah, we'll go with that one. New line of drones is developed by the Prun Spaceship engineers. Decorated captain retires from active service. Several Prun Spaceship officers are removed from their posts. So I'm hoping, so that's the Colonial expedition. You can mix it with what's going on here sometimes. Frog star. Solar collision generates rare elements in the Frog star. Space, here we go. Rama Dominions. Resource crisis. Asteroid ore scarcity. Asteroid fields are becoming scarce in Tau Ceti. Develop the effects of deep ore. The deep ore wars brought civilization to breaking point. Well, they're dealing with it. Like, yep, again, same with that one already. What have they got left? 99 years. Okay, precaution. Armor, prepare future without. Yeah, I'm going to go prevention because that's what I'll be saving me points for. Yeah, we'll go that one. Varma, conservation in Tau Ceti. To counter scarcity of asteroid fields in Tau Ceti, the planetary engineers of Varma are taking control of the dominions. Will they be able to create societies better equipped to deal with deep ore wars? Okay. Oh. Okay. One dominion finds new ways to preserve the environment of Tau Ceti without bringing harm to the Varma. The other supervise continue old ways of deep ore wars. Okay. Clearly didn't save enough points. Okay. Means provide to okay. Means promoting environment conservation measures among the Varma in Tau Ceti system. Design principles inspire the Varma to modernise the appearance and function of everyday objects. A new charismatic supervisor rises to power Tau Ceti system. Prun off-world factions reach light speed. Yep. Okay, so we know about that. Light speed age. Wisdom. Yeah, I'm just going to go wisdom because I don't want to spend the points per card, don't we? Settler Commonwealth development event. Reduction in Rigel. Okay. The mass scientists of settler development develop new plants that are producing natural polymer capable of replacing the synthetic materials used in the Rigel system. Okay. So my phone's decided to go bonkers. And people calling me. Anyway, civilization pillar. Plastic plants survive, environment degrade. Environmentally degraded land regions creating a complete new fascinating ecosystem. We'll go with that. Even though I said I'd be saving points, we're not. Okay, boost that. Settler planetary architects establish new resource management methods. Can we build a faster civilization in the Rigel system? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Large numbers of advanced robots. So look at you. Charismatic settler governor rises to power. He's getting further away there, look. Okay. Right. I'm still disappointed we've not got more civilizations cropping up. Enormous rift in Vex's sea regions. Parasitic species develop symbiosis with major life form on Earth. Volcanic activity brings forth a new island from the oceans of Windward Prime. Prun. Gliese is building spaceships. Remnants embark on an effort to spread the civilization throughout the galaxy. Sentient code constructs pinpoint optimal expansion vectors, androids, and androids construct a fleet of interstellar vessels within Gliese's Oort cloud. Okay. Epic project, roughly that one. So they are going to give something to do. I'm forced to choose a destination without AI assistance. Okay. I wish I could tell you what that was. Anyway, we'll go this one. That's quite a big fleet. The Remnant's fleet begins journey from Gliese to Tau Ceti. Everybody's going to Tau Ceti. The Remnant's expansion colony fleet is appointed. Several Remnant expansion fleets are removed from their posts. This journey may be the noblest Remnant never of all time. Without discoveries await, what discoveries await us in Tau Ceti? The geometric species captains appointed. It's hilarious that basically everybody's going there. It's all the pun heading in that direction. Seismic activity produces new mountain ranges. So we've now got the off-world front, we've got the Colonial front, we've got the Settler Commonwealth front, we've got the Spaceship front, we've now got the Remnant Scholar faction front, and we've also got the Remnant faction back on Gliese as well. That's a lot of different fun. The Rome establishing a dominion, fantastic. Expansion fleet, Remnant expansion fleet development event, Remnant consumption. As the long journey of Remnant expansion fleet continues, certain luxuries begin to become scarce. Once the remnants realise that the other ships have been good as they like, trade between ships begins. Soon countless small trading shuttles clutter the space between the fleets. We've had this before with the asteroid fleet, the Meteor fleet. We can't prevent it, so let's just go regular development. Established. Yep. That is a lot of people on these. That's a lot of people. That's like 1 billion. That's rare. That can't be right. That's a lot of people. Well, a lot of prun anyway. That's 1 billion prun. Let's just nip up. So let's just go over here. Go to here. Wow, that's a lot. That's a massive part of the population. That's like 1 billion people. So we nip up over here. Go to the realm. What size of their population? That's a lot. That's kind of like a big population coming their way. Conflict between two major dominions is settled peacefully. Research Space Station Ceti. The Remnant achieved new scientific insights. Ceti rises to power. Okay. Alright, so they've got 40,000. It's not an awful lot. It's journeying over the noblest prun endeavour of all time. They've not got a lot either. Let's have a look down here. Frogstar. One of Frogstar's inner planets is accumulating a new atmospheric layer. The Colonial expedition reached the light speed age. Racing the light speed age, yeah, same kind of message. Surely they're going to catch up with the other ones. So wisdom gives us true mastery of space travel, the crew lies making genetic modification and cloning, new life forms such as trash-eating planets. Colonial expedition achieves mastery of trace casual. Hang on, what's that one then? Wisdom. Let's go with this one. More people and more resources, because we ain't got a lot of them. Let's have it. What you are down here. Extinct planet, big eye mass, Frogstar, Prun Spaceship development event. Spaceship destruction. Okay. Decades trapped in a floating vessel floating through nothingness of space begins to take its toll on the ship's crew's mental health. One officer aboard the ship has a mental collapse and tries to escape ship by hacking the airlock, which if open will cause all the air in the ship to be sucked out. Oh dear. Which one I'm looking at? Prun Spaceship. Close call. Minimal. That's just not even a choice, that. As soon as the crew realises what's going on, the okay, fine. The Spaceship underscore officer. Okay. Close call. Exactly, very close call. Prun retires from active service. Prun Spaceship officer takes over system maintenance. Let's jump up. Yeah, that's costs a lot. That costs us a lot in terms of that. Lightspeed technology is the ability to harvest resources from gas giants. Introduce clean up a polluted sea region alpha. It's possible to advance civilization originating. Is it okay? Is it possible an advanced civilization originating from any observable star already exists in the Andromedae system? I have no idea. Well, no, because we're here. In fact, yep, let's just jump from there. So that's all gone off over there. So what's going on over here? The asteroid showers enrich the surface of Proxima Centauri B. There's nothing happening over here at all. It's all been kind of, yeah, they're moving very quickly. They're gonna catch up and pass them at some point. I hope you get an event for that. Let's go on down here. Entire sentient code constructs a hoax. What's the proof? Oh, okay. Development event. Great War threatens Ceti. Perhaps we won't make it left time I get there. A planetary colony in Ceti System is defected from the Dominion factions of Arma who found their settlement centuries ago. Fearing the loss of precious resources and investment capital, interplanetary expedition forces are sent to quash the rebellion. This ain't going to end well. This ain't going to end well at all. I ain't got the synthesis to do anything about this. Peace. Well, actually, after a long blockade of the colony, and after a long blockade of the colony, years of peace negotiations, Dominion grants planetary independence without loss of many Arma lives. They have a war. Let's go peace. Come on, let's go peace. Let's just put myself even more of a lack of resources, lack of synthesis. As research, new scientific insights. we will find evidence of alien visitors in our solar system. Yeah, you're about to get a billion. You're about to get a billion reasons why they exist out there, because they're travelling at a fair rate of knots. Lightspeed technology gives the Prun the ability to harvest resources in gas giants off Andromeda. Okay. Oh, okay. It's all appearing it then. Settler communities. Let's go look it up. An influential settler explanatory city becomes a trade hub for the entire system. The colonial settlers grow to fear their ruthless governor. Okay. A charismatic settler governor rises to power in rival system. Someday we'll see a signal from our companions in Gliese. Off-world alliance development events. Depopulation in Alpha Andromedae. Meteor. The Prun's physique is not suited for travelling at close to light speed. Long-term effects can lead to deterioration of the nervous system and timely death. The last cluster's eye we sent out to deep space missions came back different. Something ruptured their thinking and they could not reconnect to me/us anymore. The Omnicron aspect, Zephyr Spore Cluster, 890th flight, Alpha Centauri system. I love those little quotes, just they're fantastic. What I'm not going to regular, so I can't prevent it. Only underprivileged Prun become crew members in the faster spaceships. Their deaths result in a slight dip in population, which is considered an acceptable loss. I'll go with that. It's like we could do with an extra 20 points, man. But can we build a thriving civilization here in Alpha Ceti? Let's go with. Potential casualties 56 million, potential on 1%. Okay, I'm not sure. Again, I'm not kind of understand that bit there. Colonial Alliance system demonetizes many Prun space marines. It's military. Okay, so we need to work out the Prun mourn the death of a beloved delegate. It is possible that advanced civilization originated from any observable star already exists in Andromedae system. Colonists create modular molecular chips in tribute to their new home. An future Prun delegate rises to power. Let's jump out of here. And go, where's my? I can't see what's going on here. So he's there. So they're not far. They're going to catch him at some point. I want to see it's going to be an event. The Prun Colonial expedition of crew develop a new dialect of their native language. Freak mutation creates unusual life from the land of regions of Proxima Centauri. Commonwealth event. Regal is sending signals into space. Settlers are experimenting with advanced light speed space engines to perfect them. Countless tests are being done at the border of Rigel's gravity well. At some point the missions of those tests could reach other stars. Signal boost. Settlers need centuries to perfect their lightspeed technology, so many engines are needed. The ship driver missions eventually reach every star in the galaxy. Will eventually reach every star in the galaxy. So that suggests it takes a very long time. So they're now pushing out a message. So that's from them. That's from it's very confusing where it's all coming from. So this is anyway. Plant growth of Foxstar 1 slightly changes the atmospheric composition. Fluctuating wind will central solis to colour changes colour spectrum. I want new civilizations to pop up. Despite some of oceans caught effects Virgo, expansion, remnant expansion fleet, scarcity in the expansion fleet. This is becoming scarce aboard Remnant expansion fleet. The effects of intership trading brought the crew to breaking point. While they are dealing with the resource scarcity, will the Scholar Cap to find a way to prevent the complete exhaustion of its resources, or will they send a mutiny and violence? Hopefully, we won't any mutiny and violence. Crisis. Yeah, we'll deal with that. Mitigation on the expansion fleet. Infrastructure of an expansion fleet is crumbling because its resource storage are becoming scarce. Many technology systems are not sustainable anymore. Sentient computers are breaking apart and the crew is trading knowledge in order to survive. Okay, this is not going to end well. Strong mitigation. Mitigation will become capable of living with scarcity but all the research data will be lost. That's a blow. Technical decay. We go back to the cyber age. Throws the remnant screw into total development status. They lose access to an system. They cannot operate sentient computers anymore. Okay, let's see what it does to us. Okay, not a massive amount. Several officers removed from their posts. Happens quite a lot. New fleet scholar captains appointed. Let's jump out of here. They're catching up with them. Solar flare changes the chemical composition of the water on Earth. In the Ceti System, a major dominion falls from influence. Contact of drift creates a new landmass on Proxima Centauri B. Scholar fragments. What's going on in their world? So, a cup of tea. Decades of deep space observations have allowed hyper-intelligence observers in the Gliese System to construct very efficient network technology based on dark photon particles. The efficiency of orbital habitats, androids and sentient co-constructs networks could benefit greatly from this discovery. Regular development. It would be good if you got some kind of, I know hundreds or thousands of years past, but it would be good if you got some kind of idea as to how long's actually passed. Some kind of passage of time would be nice. A major new remnant orbits developed in Gliese. Rama are up to summit. They're now at the light speed. I don't think they're going to bump into each other. Yep, your standard message. Wisdom, ability to, yeah, we've got that one, so it can cost me anything. I'm going to look at the other two. I don't want to spend the synthesis trying to do something with them. Technology gives her arm the ability to harvest, yep, signals from space. Ceti is receiving alien signals. They're about to receive a lot more than alien signals. The arm explore the nearby vicinity of the solar system with light speed capable ships. One of their light huggers is able to pick up Colonial status messages from the Prun civilization. Ignorance. Exploration risk got lost in the vast emptiness of space around our Ceti System, and the content of the signal is lost. Is from the Prun is lost forever. A conflict of access to the information of the Colonial status message leads to destruction of the space explorer, causing military tensions between D6. Let's go with that because we need to. I think we might need the points. What could possibly go wrong with that decision? What could possibly go wrong? Mass allies midfield Rama alliance for their personal gain. Means to promote environmental conservation measures circulate amongst the Rama. Okay. I will live in a community simulation. Up here. Yep, 5. Seen that 1,000 times before. Yep, I've seen that one. Yep, seen that one. You do start to get the same message pop up again and again. Prun injustice. A clique of cool officers brought themselves into positions of power in the Prun colonial expedition and used their authority to torment the weakest of the colonist crew. Nobody gets killed, but daily life aboard lightship becomes horrible if this will become horrible if this is allowed to continue. They are about to pass them. Prevention. The crew threatens to revolt against the officers. The scholar captain agrees to throw them out of the list airlock. We'll have some of that. Yeah, get out. Okay. The crew colonists refit a section of their lightspeed ship. Let's hope the military robot prototype style storage is not making us problems in the future. Maintenance of the Prun colonial expeditions molecular computer consumes significant energy. Assemble all lists of their journey. They've got they're all so close to each other. Is who's going to get there first. Gliese major scholar fragment falls from influence. A storm the size of Earth forms over a gas giant. Whilst many animal species goes extinct. Prun Spaceship development. Prun power. The ninjas of Prun Spaceship try to use digital ship's computational capacity to generate a very detailed space battle simulation in case there are any hostile encounters in Ceti System. They're about to bump into each other. Yeah, regular development. Journey may be the longest Prun endeavour of all time. Spaceship social engineers inspire codification of peaceful first contacts. New life is created aboard Prun. The scarcity 1.4 million years. Are we actually losing people? An important scholar, astrophysicist, dies. New life is created aboard the Prun Spaceship. The Prun Spaceship scholar captain retires. Captain settles a major conflict between the crew. Removed from the post. The capacity destination reached. The Remnant expansion fleet has made contact with the Rama Alliance. And numerous years of travel, the Remnant expansion fleet has finally arrived at its destination, but the Ceti System is inhabited by the Rama Alliance. What is going to happen when the Remnants make contact with the Rama? Our foremothers never asked to be discovered. The moment others came with a ship from the stars, eventually changed everything about our world, and we can never go back. Layla, pulse dancer, Odo, resistance leader, incarceration, generation 580, federal prison, planet 5. So exchange gives us land on Tasset and try to directly communicate with the Rama delegates. The Remnant fleet observes Rama lights from a safe distance to the Rama are a threat. After first contact, both sides are hostile to each other. The Remnant expansion fleet decides to attack the Ceti System with full force. Exchange aggressive reaction of 43% ethic values. Let's just observe for the time being. Observing the Prun Alliance. Remnant said there's a Prun from sisters. Evaluate whether or not they reveal themselves before continuing their journey. Observation event. After a long observation period, the fleet contacts Ram civilization, his knowledge, wisdom, and technology with them. It says that collecting massive amounts of data, they abandon the Rama, leaving a trace. The Remnants decide the development of the Rama civilization should be sabotaged and covertly destroy important parts of scientific infrastructure. Let's go with mutual enlightenment. The Rama establish a new alliance, off-world alliance. Paradigm shift in Alpha Andromedae. A fashion for extreme genetic modification emerges. Additional limbs, gills, testicles, sex organs, and more are all possible. Standards of beauty and definition of what it means to be Prun dramatically changes. That needs to be stopped. Cultural ascent. Living the infinite variety of modification gives a Prun more innate appreciation of diversity and gene therapy, possibly in a boom of highly specified babies. Some are traumatized by strange babies or delighted by the possibilities. Let's go with that one. Cultural ascent. Let's just jump out of here. A decorated Prun Spaceship scholar captain retires. Members of the Prun Spaceship crew recycle more than they consume. Because I'm ashamed. It's a shame they can't contact you because they are like literally right next to each other. Yep. We'll reach our destination safely. Whilst dominant animal species goes extinct. I don't know what the endpoint for this game actually is. Yeah, seen that one. To do main, a solar panel leaves orbit and falls into system central star. Settle the Commonwealth. Knowledge and Weigel. Oops. Tetlers are using computers to make direct use of quantum mechanical phenomena. These machines may be capable of a logic far beyond biological thinking. Yeah, we know how that ended well in the homeworld. Right, so civilization pillar. These machines work so efficiently that settlers let them take over most government functions. I'm not having that because that's just asking for trouble. Into a superposition of both forwards and backwards in terms of progress, into a superposition of both forwards and backwards in. Let's do it. Let's do what could possibly go wrong. What could possibly go wrong? Growing exponentially, city expands with influence. Is it possible that, signals from space, Just group begins to question the point of the long journey. Radio messages pick up colonial status messages from Alpha Drum System. Clearly, the same species has signal. Species the signal has potential to greatly boost morale of the fleet. Enthusiasm. We're not alone in the darkness. Messages from distant poor minds of life they want to build someday. In the Foxar system, hope is ring. Why? What? Hey, what? Since when's the Foxar? We're not alone in the darkness. Where are they going? They're trying a new generation of Remnant expansion fields takes. When did they decide to go to the Foxar system? Okay. Remnant crew fit a section of their ship. Reach the singularity age. Armor create machines capable of recursive self-improvement. These constructs can build even more powerful copies of themselves, autonomously growing potentially with each generation. The path to true artificial intelligence is clear. So they're now going that way. Wisdom advancement. No, we'll go that way. I want to go up. I want to see what's. So the Varma 20.6. Hang on a second. So that's got 1 billion. Okay, let's just score per second. So that's got. So they are target destination Foxar system. Yeah, the way. Yeah, me wait. Space soldiers, the Prun are reassigned to anomalous business security. So you were visited by the Varma. Okay. Yep, we've seen that 1,000 times before. Right, I'm trying to find a suitable place to stop. Possible. Okay. Two major species being to interbreed. Right, off-world alliance. Let's see that for the next one. So basically, they made contact with the Varma and they decided to leave to go to the Foxar system, which is found somebody there. They're all about to land there at some point. I'm disappointed that they didn't make. There wasn't some event when they passed each other. I know it's deep space and all that, but it would have been nice to have some kind of event to cover that. Yeah. Anyway, I'd like to see a passage of time in this game to give you a good idea of how many hundreds of years have passed. So obviously, if the hundreds of years have passed between these two colonies being built, perhaps they've forgotten what home's like and therefore got no desire to go back there. Because I would have thought the first chance they got to build a spaceship to go that way, go home to see what's left of it. But anyway, we enjoyed this little adventure in Fermi Paradox. I've got no idea how long we've got left to go on this. I'll have to go back and remind myself what the win-lose conditions are. I'm also not disappointed, but also nice to have more civilizations. Obviously, I've had two already and I've killed both of them. It would be nice to know how you spawn species, what the triggers are within the game for that to happen, or whether it's just completely random. If you know, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed that and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.